Hello, my loves. Welcome back to another episode of the Essence Show and podcast, where we dive into all things on embodying your inner essence, understanding your rhythms, understanding cyclical living, understanding the seasons around you, and how you can really activate your inner essence for your success. As always, I am your host and Feminine Flow CEO, Olivia Heine, and today we're talking about the spring equinox. I'm going to be diving into the energy of the season because we are just at that point of the year where the spring equinox is happening, what it means for you, how you can work together with these energies. And we're going to be doing a little meditation as well so that you can really harness this energy and plant seeds for all the new beginnings that are coming through to you right now with using the energies around you. So let's dive in. Hello, my beautiful baddies. Welcome back. So today's episode is all about the spring equinox. The spring equinox is happening on March 20th, 2023. If you're listening to this and it's no longer 2023, that is okay. The equinox happens every single spring. Well, it happens multiple times a year, but the spring equinox happens every single spring around the end of March. So it's always give or take a couple days. Sometimes it shifts, but March 20th is when it's happening. You can still use these energies all the way up until the summer solstice, which is at the end of June. So no matter when you're listening to this, this is a really helpful, powerful video that you can understand, use, and activate its wisdoms for to implement them into your own life. Before we dive into today's episode, let's do our beautiful Virgo housekeeping. And I have a very special announcement today. I actually announced it officially last week, but now we are in full promotion mode for the 5-day free challenge, the Soft Success Era. This challenge is a place where we're going to be activating your softness as your superpower for your literal success glow up. So we talked about this in last week's video, and I'm going to link it right here for you because I really encourage you to take some time to understand why we're talking about the soft success era, why it's literally happening right now. This is not something that I'm just sharing because I feel like sharing it, although it's very in alignment with the work that we do here and with the coaching that I do and my own personal interests and desires. But literally the energy of the cosmos of the season that we're in right now is asking you to lean into your softness for your success, for how you're showing up, for changing the narrative around what you need to be doing to be successful. And over the 5 days of this free challenge, I'm going to be breaking down exactly how to do that. We're going to be talking about the energetics of what's happening around us in the seasons and the cosmos. We're going to be talking about the energetics within you, your cycles. We're going to be talking about what you actually want to be thinking about in order to activate your soft success era in your own life. And we're also really going to be diving into the mindset shifts around why sometimes that's really hard, why this has not been the dominant narrative, why we feel like we need to show up for success in a particular way. So if you are committed to this path, creating your own version of success, redefining what it means to be successful and how you're going to get there, and that we don't need to push ourselves into the ground. We don't need to be in constant survival mode. We don't need to be in the cycle of burnout. You're going to want to be in this challenge. We're going to be learning how to regulate your nervous system, work with your energies, and actually activate the soft success in your life. So you can scroll down to the description below in the show notes or on the YouTube channel and sign up. There are benefits to signing up. Although I'm going to be doing this challenge for free over YouTube and Instagram, so it's going to be live. You don't necessarily have to show up. However, when you show up, you get some insane bonuses. You get one meditation activation for actually embodying and implementing this concept of soft success in your life and making it feel safe. You get a hypnosis meditation to start shifting out of this working for survival mode. So this is very much, it has nothing to do with how you consciously think. It's the fact that our subconscious brains have been conditioned that we need to show up in a certain way in order to survive. And that's simply not true anymore. So we really want to start kind of holding your subconscious mind like a little baby and letting it know that it's safe. So that's what that hypnosis is for. There's also a scholarship that you can win, a 6-month scholarship to the Energetic Success Studio, which is the membership community and coaching collective. It's a 2-tier experience. and you get access to all the tiers in the scholarship for 6 freaking months. So this is a huge win. There's going to be more information on how you can win that. But Core Foundation, you have to have signed up with your email for this challenge. So this Soft Success Challenge is starting March 27th. It goes for 5 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Short, 15 to 20 minutes every single day to really start activating this soft success era in your life. So cannot wait to see you in there. And let's talk about the spring equinox today. So what is this energy? How can you start using it? And again, this is so much of what we talk about within the membership studio. So the Energetic Success Studio is working with the seasonal energies, understanding your cycles, understanding and activating a law of balance in your life, knowing how to access your energetics code for how you're showing up to create success, because that's really unique to you. So this is one little snippet of the bigger picture of what we do together in this work in the studio. So the spring equinox, one more time, is happening on March 20th. Okay. The word equinox stands for equal, and nox stands for night. So basically what this means is there's equal light and nighttime, so daytime and nighttime, on the day of the spring equinox. And basically this is a shift from the winter solstice where the nights were longer, so the darkness was longer than the light time, and we're now starting to shift in the opposite direction, which leads us up to the summer solstice, right? And the beauty behind the spring equinox is that there's a balance of light and dark. There's a balance of masculine energy and feminine energy. Masculine is represented by the sun, the lightness, the life force energy, and the feminine energy is represented by the moon, the darkness, tuning inwards, intuition, inner connection, inner world. And so there's this beautiful balance between the masculine and feminine energetics. And the spring equinox is a great time to start tapping in to your own inner balance of these energies. So if that is something that you've not really gone into before, or you need to check back in because life's gotten really busy, scroll down to the description and get the Unleash Your Superpower ebook, because I actually break down exactly how to create that balance. There's a little quiz for you in that 33-page free ebook, where you can identify where you fall on the scale of masculine and feminine energies, and actually tools that you can use to start creating balance for yourself. So this is a really great time to start reflecting on that and start reincorporating the energies that might be a little bit imbalanced back into your life. The other beautiful thing about working together with the spring equinox is that it brings you back to the awareness of the natural rhythm. And this has to do with the seasons in general. This has to do with cycle syncing, anything that we're doing that connects us back to the rhythms of nature and the rhythms of our own bodies, because we are part of nature, is really about the awareness of like, how do I flow through things? It's allowing yourself to recognize that the flow of the seasonal energy is within you and around you, and taking time to honor that, because that connection with it, that relationship with it, is going to be how you activate it in your life. So as we know, there's 4 seasons in the year. We have spring, summer, fall, and winter. And I talk about this all the time because these seasons are within our bodies as well. They're within all kinds of different cycles that happen throughout nature, but these 4 seasons really stay consistent in this flow, these phases of life that we're guided through. And so the energy of the season of spring is just one of these seasons where we can start coming into, how do I start working together with this energy? How do I start activating it in my own life? And so the spring equinox is the beginning of spring. Technically speaking, it marks the beginning of this new phase, this new season, this new cycle. And quite literally, the energy of spring is about this growing tide. It's about new beginnings, sowing seeds, so planting new seeds. It also represents the period of childhood. So anything that's young, anything that's starting, anything that's budding, anything that's beginning, this is the energy of springtime. It also is the time of fresh perspective. So like, again, if things are budding, we might say, oh, okay, so I planted this big thing last year, and like now I have a new understanding of it. So I can actually plant something different, and like literally thinking about whatever your life is, wherever you're at in your life, what you're planting as kind of like planting a garden metaphorically. If you planted a lot of things last year, so like let's say you planted some tomatoes and you planted some lettuce and you planted some roses and some tulips, you now have a different understanding of like, oh, this is what it needs. Or maybe I don't actually like planting roses so much because I'd rather plant daffodils. And so now I'm going to try planting daffodils because I have this fresh perspective based on what I did last year. But now that the roses are gone, I actually have a clean slate in my garden and I can replant things and plant new seeds. So this idea of fresh starts, new perspectives, and the beginning of new ideas, like there's a fresh slate right now. Literally thinking about it as the snow is melted and the slate has been wiped clean. It's kind of been like washed off by the melted snow, this water element, and now you can start anew. The second thing that happens with the mark and the beginning of spring is Aries season. So, Aries is the first season of the zodiac cycle. There are 12 zodiac seasons within the year, and Aries marks the beginning of the zodiac wheel. And Aries season starts on March 21st, 2023. And Aries is all about initiation and action. So its element is fire. It's very fiery. It's like boom, boom, boom. Like we're sparking things. New ideas are coming up. And the idea behind Aries is being in alignment first and foremost with your desires. So the spark isn't going to happen if it's not a spark for you personally, right? Like if someone else comes to you and says, hey, do this, you're going to be like, I don't really want to do this, but okay, I guess I have to. And sure, the energy of like this fresh beginnings might create some motivation, but the momentum is going to come from it sparking something within you. So that's that passion. On top of that, it's this energy of action. So we don't want to be like, oh, I feel excited about this. And then like, I'm going to just sit and think about it for like the next 5 weeks. No, take action. This is the time to start taking action. This is the time to jump into things like full on Nike slogan all the way, just do it. That is the energy of Aries season. And when we think about the garden metaphor again, like just plant the seeds, just start it. Like we do not know if the seed is going to grow unless we plant it. And it might be that you plant a seed and it doesn't grow the way that you thought it was going to grow, but you would never have known that had you not planted it, right? So that is the energy of the season. It's this new beginning, fresh start, sowing your seeds and having that fiery action energy supporting you of like, just do it. I got this. I'm going to go for it. I'm taking the goddamn leap, AKA get in to the 5-day soft success challenge. So let's talk a little bit about what ritual you can do to really honor this season, the beginning of the spring season, to start shifting into this energy and activating it in your life. Again, download the Unleash Your Superpower ebook. This 33-page ebook is going to support you in balancing out the energies of the masculine and feminine, which is a really, powerful thing to do right now during the equinox of this masculine, feminine balanced energies. However, I want to give you a little ritual to actually honor and welcome in springtime, honor and welcome in the energy of this new beginning and this potential, because that's what spring is, right? Like, sure, we can plant seeds and already be thinking ahead to, oh my God, what's it going to look like? And how's my garden going to grow? And like, how am I going to feel when I'm sitting in my garden? Totally like that excitement of the outcome, but also the full expansion of the potential, right? Like, it could be that, but it could also be so much better. And it could also be so much bigger. Like, we're just not even there yet. It's like you're going on vacation to, Hawaii and you're anticipating it. And it's like the potential of what it could be is actually the most exciting thing. So I want to share this ritual with you and encourage you to close your eyes right now. If you're listening in the car, please do not close your eyes. Make sure you're in a safe space. You can come back to this later so that you can actually sit down and write out some intentions for this season and this energy as well. So if you can and you're in a safe place, please do close down your eyes and just get in a really comfortable position. If you're lying down, you can lie down or you can stay seated and start to feel your sits bones wherever you're seated right now and really feel them anchoring you into the ground. Feel yourself starting to become rooted where you are sitting. And with your eyes closed, start to imagine that there are roots coming out of your sits bones and going deep, deep, deep down into the earth, going all the way into the center of the earth, rooting you so deeply, giving you such a solid foundation from within for everything that you want to create. And just take a couple deep breaths here and go through the 5 senses. If you're outside in nature, start tuning into what you hear that really represents spring. If you're inside, try to do the same thing. Can you hear what's happening outside? Can you hear the birds chirping? Can you smell the breeze? Maybe there's a window open, or maybe you're sitting outside and you're smelling the fresh spring breeze or that smell of fresh cut grass after the snow has melted, that spring smelling smell. And if you are not outside, imagine it, bring it into your mind's eye. Can you imagine the sun shining on your face, feeling the touch of sun rays coming back in, bringing back in that masculine energy into the spring season? Because the spring season is guided and defined by that masculine energy. And as you're feeling through the five senses and feeling the rootedness all the way down into the center of the earth, feeling nature supporting you, feeling the rhythms activating within you, bring into your mind one thing that you want to plant this season, one goal, one dream, one seedling that you want to put into the earth. Allow the earth to hold it and start growing it for you. Bring that goal or that vision or that intention into your mind's eye right now. And start seeing this vision, this goal, this intention blooming. What is it that you are deeply desiring to create? See it happening, feel it happening. What feelings come up for you? Where are you? Who's with you? What are you experiencing? What are you hearing? What are you seeing? And get into the experience of that moment, of this desire, of this goal, and of this intention. And then I want you to take this seed and imagine that you are sitting in your very own garden. This is the garden of your life, of everything that you are ever going to create and build, and all of the limitless and infinite potential of what you can create. This garden is your literal playground for expansiveness, for creation, of fertility, and of all your dreams and your goals and your visions. And see yourself sitting on the soil and start to plant this one seed into your soil. And as you do this, and as you finish planting the seed, feel the seed being held by the earth, held by Mother Nature, held by the rhythms and the cycles and the ebbs and flows, and feel into the trust that this seed is growing. And this seed is part of its own cycles and its own rhythms and its own divine timing, that it's going to grow exactly as it's meant to grow in exactly its own timeline. And you simply get to be part of that experience of watching it grow. And take one more deep breath in here and really sit in the energy of new beginnings and this infinite potential of everything that you can create with this one seed and in your garden in general. And just soak in it. Feel like the sun is shining down on you into your garden, basking you in this energy of potential and new beginnings. Take one more deep breath in here, and you can come back into the room and open your eyes. If you want to stay in this energy for a little while longer, you are more than welcome to. I'm going to wrap us up here. So feel free to just stay basking in this energy if that feels good to you and you have the time. So this is one ritual that you can use to really harness the energy of the spring season, of the spring equinox, and calling in the support of cycles. These rhythms, again, are within you. You are part of nature. And the more you can tune into this, the more you can start activating this energetic code within you that really guides you in how you get to be showing up in a way that feels really freaking amazing and creates expanded epic success for you. So if this has resonated with you, I really encourage you and invite you to sign up for the 5-day free challenge, the Soft Success Era. I am so excited to share this content. I've actually just finished creating it and I'm just so lit up by it. I cannot wait to dive into all of this with you and also give you access to the bonus meditations and hypnosis, which you get when you sign up via email, and the 6-month scholarship that I'm giving out to one lucky winner who also has signed up via email. And there's going to be a few more rules that go along with that, like I said. So I'm going to leave you with that. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode of the Essence Show and Podcast, and I will see you next week.